Hello, this is Caleb with Garvin Sewer Service. I'm at 738 Coffman Street. I'm having to talk softly because there's some therapy going on in the room beside me. So, I'm 75 feet out. I am in the street, 7.5 feet down. I'm not sure what's going on here. I was out in May to clean this line. I cleaned it twice. We did see a break in the riser, which we'll talk about in a second. But this is in the street, 7 feet 9 inches down. And I'm not sure what's going on here. I don't recall having much issues. It does look like the top of that pipe is pretty offsetted, potentially cracked right there. And then within just 2 feet, I run into something and I cannot go further. That distance is a little off, so I'm more like 74. Transitions at 71. So 3 feet later, I'm hitting something. I believe I'm trying to go into the tap. The way my camera angle is going is pointing pretty far down. I don't recall having much issues with cleaning this line. I did offer to clean it. It could be in vain if it's an offset. Obviously something's been done here before, so I believe we got something going on. I don't think it's just roots, but it could be just roots, but I highly doubt it based on the way my camera head was pointing down. Let's see if I can, right there, it's pointing down fairly hard. So I did locate this. They would like a estimate for a spot repair. They've also asked about pipe bursting. This line is a straight shot. There is no turns in it. So we'll start pulling back. And the other spot in question is in the clean out. So the clean out goes down. The house tees into plastic that we have. And then the plastic meets clay and the clay's broken. So essentially right now I'm looking at either pipe bursting the whole line, if that's an option, or doing 2 spot repairs. One right down at the clean out and the other is in the street, 7 feet 9 inches deep. Root intrusion throughout the clay, mostly cleaned out effectively. I was very careful last time due to the break in the clay, so I'd highly recommend getting the clean out portion fixed so that my cleaning can be more effective, because you do see a little bit of roots that are still there in this clay section, but I want to make sure that we can not cause any more worse issues that causes a problem where we can't return. So right here is a decent amount of roots. I had to be careful right here. This is just the bottom of this sweep. And if you can look right here, right there, it's very visible from just a flashlight from up top. But we got a break around there. That's where the roots are getting in. Looks pretty shoddy. Then we drop down right here. So I'll go ahead and locate this spot and see how deep it is. So I'm getting about 6.5 feet. It kind of has a funny, it kind of turns twice before it hits the bottom. Turn off this. So unfortunately there's a decent amount of roots right here. That's because it turns quickly. We will fix that once we fix that section right there. That is the part that I do not want to make worse by future snaking. So let's get that fixed for sure, and then we can talk about what's going on in the street. So essentially at least 2 spot repairs. The street, just judging on the location of the manholes running down the street, it looks like if you were to fix that spot, you're going to jump right into the city. So I am saying 2 spot repairs, 6.5 feet deep, and then the street is 7 feet 9 inches deep. Any other questions, please give Garvin Sewer Services a call. Read the invoice notes. I'll put this all in the invoice notes, and you can always give me a call. My name is Caleb. Thank you for your time.